Okay, it's TCC time. This one I'm releasing a little late. I had a bunch of other things to take care of, but it's all done. I was debating just kind of releasing this as is without any commentary or anything, but it's been a while since I've done commentary for a TCC video. I'm pretty sure the last two I didn't do any commentary. That would be the... Let me think about this. No, was it 3? Damn. I think it might be 3. What were the last few TCC challenges? Now I don't even remember. Okay, the one before this was Heretics. I didn't do commentary for that. The one before that one was Kimari's Lost Chapter. I didn't do commentary for that. I don't remember what came out before that one, though. My memory's all screwed up. But I figured it'd been a while, so why not? And I was also unsure about what to do with music, because I played this one with the music off, because I intended on adding different music to it, because, yeah, they made a Final Fantasy VII theme, which is cool. So, obviously, since we're fighting the Guard Scorpions, we're going to be hearing the bombing mission theme later. Why wouldn't we? But for this, I'm like, oh, what do? We fight a moth. Morph Moth theme. Mega Man X2. That one kind of just wrote itself. I haven't even looked at the list, but I imagine there are a ton of people who brought Zack, which makes perfect sense. I mean, he's kind of the best Final Fantasy VII character we have, as far as, you know, just being an all-around good character from that series for the time being. I mean, that's going to change as time progresses. And speaking of good Final Fantasy VII characters in this game, that Tifa LD on the Japanese server. Wow. That is some incredible shit. I cannot wait. I will pity that thing. I won't even be mad. But I don't care if I spend everything I have to get it. Not just the fact that it's OP. It's OP. Aside from just that, I mean, Tifa's a favorite. So of course, you know, I invested in her pretty early on. The second she got an EX, this is back at the Barrett event, not the Lost Chapter, the event. I went for it then. 20 tickets back in the day. I remember that. And yeah, Barrett's EX stage back then and Barrett's Chaos totally sucked without having Tifa on the team. So I was very fortunate to get her back then. This stage in particular is not threatening whatsoever with this setup. There's really nothing to worry about. I mean, we don't have to worry about brave damage really, except for the AoE ones, because Zack is here to just tank all the single target damage, which is a lot. These guys hit for pretty high brave. They have a ton of brave hits on their single target attacks. So Zack's kind of the perfect pick. And the other two are here to, I mean, Freya's here to keep us alive and give us auras with healing and last stand. And Quistis is just doing Quistis things. Just battery constantly, stacking auras on top of what Freya's already given us. Freya and Quistis are exchanging battery back and forth. Zack already batteries himself, so the dude is basically at full brave, like, all the time. So yeah, this is kind of the perfect setup for what they're throwing at us. Maybe another one could have been better on turns. I think I hit like 75 or something like that, but I wasn't in this for getting the lowest TCC turn count. I was in this for a team that I knew would work, and this team just kind of did it perfectly. In fact, I could have went harder. I ended this with a Degenerator Whip left. Like, I went way too soft. I could have just wrecked this a lot sooner. But, you know, I was taking my time, waiting for when I absolutely needed it, and then it got to a point where we didn't really need it. I'm like, okay, let's just go in and kill him. I do want to thank the people who have taken part in our challenges, the Dystopia challenges that we just started doing. Yeah, for this event, this was the one when other people, aside from just dystopians, like messing around doing our own thing, other non-dystopians started getting in on it, like all over Twitter and stuff. And it was awesome. It was so cool to see. And people made videos and stuff with the crappy looking picture that I made, put it in the thumbnails. It was great. And now that's happening again with the Strago event. It's awesome to see. And I cannot take all the credit. Like, I know when it comes to Dystopia, I'm the person that people who are familiar with us hear the most and are the most familiar with, because I'm the most, like, public with what we're doing, I guess. But it's not just me doing all of this. In fact, I'm less of the idea man behind this, and I'm more of the tester. And it's not just me. Like, we got a couple people testing. Like, I probably test the most, and Quayne tests a lot too. And this guy, Zero Production, he has his own YouTube channel too. I should probably link it in here. But he's part of Dystopia as well, and it was actually him who just kind of took pen to paper and just started coming up with different ideas for. We did a Heretics one, but we didn't even release it. We just kind of just used that as a trial run for us, like amongst ourselves, to figure out, okay, how do we do this? How does this go? Because we didn't want to just, like, because I did say, you know, we're taking a page out of the TCC playbook. It would be foolish to not say that, because, yeah, they're the OGs when it comes to challenges. I mean, look what we're doing here. We're doing the TCC challenges, of course. But, you know, we want to have some fun with that, too. And some of the stuff is, like, they kind of just got it right when it comes to the extremes. As far as no friend, Chocobo summon, and no burst. Like, that we just have to keep. You know, like, you change any of those things, and out of nowhere the stage is much less challenging. So yeah, we're keeping that as a staple. I think. I don't see that changing anytime soon. It might be one of those things where per event it'll be different, like we might switch it up. Depending on what happens and what we get and everything. It's all kind of up in the air. But as of right now, what's happening seems to be working. What we're doing seems to be working. And I do obviously have the Crystal Chronicles podcast to thank for this, because they, like I said, they were the originators. As far as I know, I didn't know anybody else doing challenges like this before them. I mean, we kind of did, like this, I'm talking months ago, before I had even heard of the Crystal Chronicles. We kind of did our own challenges just kind of amongst ourselves, just kind of friends hanging out, like testing our wits and everything. But it was never like, we're going to issue this to other people, because back then, no one knew who we were. I'm talking like the Dystopia YouTube channel had maybe like 50 subscribers back when we were doing like our own little challenges, and it wasn't even like consistent with every event. It was every now and again we'd see an opportunity to do a challenge that would be fun, so we would just, you know, talk about it on our little Facebook and do our little thing, just kind of, you know, in our own corner. I think the first one I can remember was for Emperor's Chaos. That's weird that we're here now, but it was Emperor's event, actually. The first one I remember, because, yeah, I think all we did for the challenge that time was beat the Chaos without using any of these characters. You can't use Emperor, Alti, or Rosa. Like, that was it. That was, like, the only thing that we did. You can't use any one of those characters. And I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. I managed to do it with, who was it? Sarah, Charlotta, and Kuja. Yeah, they managed to do it. Wasn't easy, though. It was damn close on turns. It was fun, though. Yeah, these things are dying quick, because that's just what this setup does. They slay everything in their path. I love it. That's not a problem. Even if you hit us harder, we got last stand, we're all good. There's no worries with this setup at all. It's just let's take them out quick, let's win. Not a problem. They're getting pretty close to the red already too. See, right there, like, I could just be delaying. But again, there's really no threat. Like, that was the thing, is I kind of wanted to save those whips for when we were in a position where we were in a lot of trouble. And that just never happened, because this team is very self-sustaining. So if I would have just switched up my mindset and went more offensive as opposed to defensive, you know, probably would have gotten this done in even less turns. Whatever works, though. It's crazy that the Chaos era is basically over. I can't say it went by fast, because this era was really long, especially in comparison to Cosmos. I loved this era, though. I had so much fun with it. It was great. I mean, they did... There was a trend that Square did that I wasn't too happy with. And I'm sure, I know I'm not the only person who's noticed this. And plenty of other people have joked about it too. But there's certain characters that they would release, and upon release you'd be like, this character is awesome. I can't wait to bring this character to other subsequent fights after this one. And then every fight after that for a long ass time would make that character useless. Most recent example I can think of, and that ended now, because he's a powerhouse now, but Dash, when he first came out, I didn't build Dash, so I didn't experience this myself, but a few others I know who built Dash, loved Dash, were really excited about Dash. It was for like 3 or 4 events after his release. Everything was like Thunder Absorb, or some goofy shit, where it was like they couldn't even use him. And because I remember, yeah, it was actually Zooted of Dystopia. I was talking, he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why? I just built Dash, I want to use him, I can't do shit. Why do they do this? Yeah, they've done that a lot. They've done that a lot over the course of this era. Earliest example I can think of was... Okay, the first Chaos we ever got was that Heretics Chaos with... This is weird, everything comes full circle. With Guard Scorpions. There, that was the final boss for the first Chaos, was different skins of these 2 Scorpions. It was like the Final Fantasy VII. It was called, something about I think the Furnace Keepers. Heretics, that's what they called it. But that was when Cloud got EX+, and it was great. And, you know, we maxed him there, we fought with him there, he was great. The very next event was Fangs of Promise. Fangs Chaos. And the Shaman resist paralysis. They did stuff like that constantly. Another one I can think of is Ferris, when she got EX+ after the Agrius LC. Maybe my timing's off. No, my timing's off. Never mind. Yeah, because Ferris got EX+ after that. She got EX+ after the Soul Cage raid. My bad. That one is switched. My memory isn't really serving me well now, but there's a bunch of options where stuff like that happened. Like, oh, you like this new character that fills this really specific role? Guess what? You can't use them. Like, for the next few events. Dash is the most recent example I can think of, but that seems to have passed now. It was just when Dash was released, it was like that, but now I'm seeing people bring Dash to all kinds of stuff, and he's a monster, man. In fact, speaking of, somebody used Dash on this Dystopia challenge for the Strago event, and murdered it. It was like Dash, ulti, and I forget the third. I don't remember. I think that was Navarre who did that? I'd have to double check, but I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, dude. I think it's Navarre. Yeah, but he brought Dash. Yeah, no, it was him. Yeah, I remember now. He brought Dash, ulti. I forgot the third, though. But he killed it. I think this is the kill right here. 76 turns. Beautiful. Nothing like a double kill finish. My favorite. Quistis, you are the best. Alright, so that's that. Another TCC for the books. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching.